Well, one of the oldest examples of content marketing is actually from one of the oldest manufacturers out there, John Deere, who a lot of manufacturing leaders actually know about because they probably make parts for them. But John Deere created a magazine for farmers in order to educate them on what they should be doing on their farm as a way of marketing John Deere tractors.
I did not know that.
All the other equipment that they have.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the thing. Content marketing is not new.
Right. This goes back 100 years ago.
It just got a new name, right? And it's more prevalent now because now, like I said, like I was saying with or before, is the fact that, and this is part of the reason why manufacturers are often cautious about it, is because there's no real easy way to get direct ROI.
It takes a lot of time.
Exactly.
And
but
persistence.
Here's the thing. You can get more ROI now. You can measure the ROI way better than you ever could in the past, which is why suddenly now content marketing is a thing rather than just being John Deere putting out a magazine.
Right. And back then, like one of your only options when John Deere did release their magazine was print. I mean, that was one of the very few forms that you could do of content marketing. But now there's audio, video, print. There's just events.
And then all
everything.
you have is a list. You don't know who's reading that. You don't know what they're looking at in it. Whereas online, you can track them. You can chase them all over the internet. And that's the value of content marketing, is what's going on behind the scenes. So as a manufacturer, that's where that real driving value is yeah, you can create content, but you don't want to just create the company blog, right? Because that was the thing that a lot of companies tried and failed at, and they said, we don't need to do this. And then they wrote off content marketing altogether. Well, what it is
they weren't doing it correctly is the problem.
Exactly.
So, Chris, how does the average manufacturing leader get started with content marketing, establishing themselves as a voice for whatever audience that they have?
Yeah, I mean, I
Good
think
question.
I think a big part of it is, I guess in the past it was referred to as like brand building, right? Because I know you guys have talked about this before. Brand is more than just a logo.
Totally.
Right? Like, I mean, but that's what, again, manufacturers aren't like super invested in marketing. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we got a new logo and a new website. Our branding's done. And it's like, there's so much more to that. And that's where content comes into play, right? So when you're building out a content marketing plan, it's really figure out what platform is going to make the most sense for what you do. Right. So, for instance, I know Jim did a video a while ago and he talked about hashtags, but a big part of it is, you're cranking out all these parts and you just don't have time to create bits of content around it all the time. Instagram is huge for the machinist community.
That's essentially really a content marketing platform.
Yeah, it
exactly,
really is.
Exactly. So take a picture of your part, put a filter on it. I mean, if you really want to get complicated and, find an artistic machinist that wants to play with Lightroom a little bit on their phone, it's a free app. You can make adjustments and then get it up on Instagram. Research some hashtags. I mean, it does take a little bit of time to get started, but honestly, that hashtag...
It's really not that hard.
It's not.
It's not that hard.
And that hashtag Instant Machinist community is huge, and it's a great community of people, and it's growing. Once you establish an audience, if you look at the high-end established YouTubers, a lot of them will have like, well, this finally happened, and that's their title, right?
That's so dumb.
But
really?
It's because they have an audience already, right?
Yeah.
They have that subscriber base. In our market, in our industry, you do need to be concerned about the titling. You need to be concerned about the copy that goes into the video. So, for instance,
is that like tagging or is that something else?
No,
we'll
this
talk about
is
that
something
later.
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the actual written part. Like, so if you scroll down past the video, past the title,
okay,
it has a description of what's in the video.
Yes.
That helps the search engines understand what's in the video.
Got it.
And then the search engines, and again, Google's smarter than anybody even realizes. Google is reading the transcript and comparing it to the copy that's in that description. And if they don't match, it's going to get knocked down. It's not going to rank as high. And so what happens is you need to create valuable content for the audience that you have or want to have, and then leverage that in everywhere. So really the key to it is less about the titling is important, but it's less about getting hit on one or two big things, and it's more about getting hit well on many, many things.
Yeah, I mean, we had John Saunders on as a guest on episode 199, and he doesn't put a lot of high production into his normal vlogs. I
He
mean,
does not.
it's just him in a camera. And he's got somebody on his team that edits it, and away it goes.
And and that's the thing is,
and he's got hundreds of thousands of people that watch his videos.
Exactly. And so what it is you have to just get started. Right. You have to start creating content. There is I guess the best way to put this is you get bonus points if you spend a little extra money on better equipment and a little knowledge base to understand how to edit properly and things like that. I mean, it'll help your audience grow faster and be more qualified, but there's real value in just getting going, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if everyone could have, a nice DSLR camera that they're filming with and, using a high-end editor that's all they do is edit their videos, absolutely. Like that would be ideal. Right. And, I got a lot of friends in the market if they, would love to have a job editing video their entire life. But the challenge with that is it is expensive, right? To just get started with your iPhone, absolutely.